Hey everyone, so Tara here, and I want to talk with you about something that I started to do for my business based on suggestions from other coaches, and it really started to propel my business forward. The reason why is because it's simple, easy to remember, and it's something that I can push for every day, and that's called the power of threes. What it is you each and every day you add three new contacts to your contact list, you invite three people to your upcoming challenge group or an upcoming coach opportunity or just some kind of invitation. You do three follow-ups with people that you may have invited before or people who said yes before and you haven't heard back from. And you do message three old friends. Okay, like people you haven't talked to in a while, just message them. You're not messaging about Beachbody, you're just saying like, hey, what's going on? I want to break these down for you and talk about them a little bit. So this is my document that I use to track it. For those of you who are on my team, we actually have this document as downloadable in the file section of our team page and also on our team training website. But you just can print it up each week. And so for me, there's 5 lines here just because my goal is to hit 5 each day just because I've got some really big goals, but it's kind of colored in gray for those extra 2 spots. So anyway, so the first thing are the new contacts. This can be really hard to just jump in day one and get those new contacts, okay? So I've got videos on my YouTube channel. There's one that's called Expanding Your Network. That's how you can go into Facebook groups and expand your network. Another thing I've been doing lately is I've been going into Instagram and I'll follow 5 people a day and I'll like comment and ask questions on their pages and interact with them a couple times. And hopefully after several interactions and we get to know each other, I say like, hey, are you on Facebook? Do you want to link up over there? So that's a method I've used. Or I write on a blog and I only post like 1 to 2 times a week, but I have on there a form at the bottom of my post that says like, hey, if you want help, fill this out. On the side is like a, hey, do you want a free meal plan? It's just one quick meal plan I whipped up. Fill out this to get on my email list. That's another way I can get new contacts. Also, you can write new people who might like your Facebook page and send them a message and just say like, hey, thanks for liking my page. So what has you like, are you into health and fitness too? When I do that, I always, when you send the message to someone, just write me if you need more information on it, but you can pay $1 to have it delivered to their inbox. Actually, I recommend Googling it first. And if you can't find it, let me know. Okay. But it's a really easy way to, as they respond to you, those are new contacts that you can add, but also people that you're meeting as you go out and about, friends. Think of everyone that you know and even ask friends like, hey, do you know of anyone who needs help? Those are great ways to get some new contacts. But I gotta say, that is the hardest one for me to fulfill each day. Like today, I'm like, how am I gonna get those? So what I always recommend is to always be actively doing little things that could down the road lead to new contacts. So yeah, I might write a blog post today. That may not lead to a new contact today, but it will down the road. Just do just small, simple things. You don't have to do a ton. Just do some simple things to get people that want to come to you for help. All right, the next one are invites. That is, I always keep track, and I actually keep it right at the top of my page. Where'd it go? This is this current week. I haven't filled it in, but I always have a list of what are the things I'm focusing on right now. What's my next clean eating group? What is my next coaching event where I'm sharing with people? And so each day I'll write 5 people. Those are people that I've talked with in the last week. And hopefully, ideally, those are people who fitness has come up. So I can say like, hey, I know we were chatting about getting healthier. Would you be interested in this clean eating group? Or, hey, I know you were talking about your job and how it's been frustrating. I've got this, coaching opportunity. Would you like to check it out? So just people who have written recently, not someone I haven't talked to in 6 months, and I don't spam blast 50 people. I try to just keep it very personal because I really want people to know I care. And I also say why I'm contacting them, like why I think they would be a good match for it. So that's been very helpful. The other thing is follow-ups. I tend to follow up with people after 2 days. That's just my standard procedure that I like to go by. I follow up with people who I invited and haven't heard anything back. Or I follow up with people who said they were interested and they haven't answered some questions that I've had. I follow up with them once, say, hey, just wanted to check in with you. You mentioned that you were interested in this because blah, blah, blah. I would still like to help you. Then if they still don't answer after 2 more days, I write them and I just say, hey, I'm writing you one last time before taking you off my list. You said you wanted this. I'd be happy to help you. Now's not a good time. No worries. People hate being taken off a list. So usually that, and you know, you know how it is. You get a Facebook message and you're kind of out and about or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'll tend to it later. Well, when people get that, like, this is the final notice, they're like, oh crap, I need to respond. I have a meeting to do that. So it kind of lights a little bit of a fire under them and also keeps you from wasting your time constantly feeling like you're nagging someone. So that's my follow-up system, and I write down those names. Messaging friends, this is my favorite thing about this job is you get to connect with old friends. And I'm amazed by old relationships that have grown since I've done this. I write two people. I used to write 2 people every single day when I started the business, and I stopped doing it. I was like, oh, I don't really need to do that. And holy cow, my business suffered significantly. Not only that, but I was missing out on those amazing relationships, okay? So what I do now is I message 3 people a day at a minimum. And I say nothing about Beachbody, and I don't care. I'm not expecting anything out of them. I'm really not. I'm just wanting to connect with people. So I ask how life is. I see how they're doing, and it's just a great opportunity to get to know them or just know what's going on right now. Here's the thing about this. It doesn't just make sense. It makes sense in that they're now more engaged with you. I have found that, holy smokes, when I rate them, they are far more likely to start commenting on my Facebook posts, which means a lot to me, and that there's more interaction. They feel more comfortable because I've kind of broken the ice after several months or whatever, and they're like, oh, let's interact. But there's also a Facebook thing here. Facebook sees that we're messaging each other. They're saying, oh, they must be close. Let's put her in her newsfeed more. So also your invitations to groups and things like that are also showing up in that group. So here's my thing on that. I'm always insecure. Like, I'm like, oh, do people think that my intentions are insincere about writing them? Here's the thing. I became a coach because I want to be able to connect with people. All right. This isn't something I have to do because I'm a coach. It's something that I became a coach so that I could do and, you know, get the benefits of getting paid for it, for using my time to do that. So think of it maybe like that. But this is what I do. The other thing I add on, a lot of people, that's what their power of 3s is. The other 3 I add on to my team is I say the power of 3 with Facebook. You post 3 times to Facebook. I like to shoot for 1 being motivational, 1 being personal, and then 1 being about health and fitness, but only like Beachbody once a week. Actually, and I don't even say 1 being about fitness every day. I make it kind of every other day, and it's not always like, I'm doing my 21-day fix workout. It's something more along the lines of, hey, here's a cool recipe that we tried tonight. It was really good. Or, yum, this was a really good lunch. Here's the recipe. Or, wow, I didn't think we could work out today. Yay, we got it done. Just something that's just a glimpse into our lives. Think about what you would want to see. If someone's like, look at this Beachbody program in my hands, or look at this Shakeology, let me kiss my cup. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. You're going to hate it. So when you're posting something, think, would I hate that post? So let's just review really fast. There are new contacts, so new people that you want to add to your list each day, okay? Then there's invites, people you're inviting to upcoming events. Then there's follow-ups, so people that you followed up with from who you invited before or who are interested, maybe people testing out a sample, whatever. You keep track of that. And also messaging friends. So messaging 3 people a day. Just 3, 3, 3, 3. Do those 3 simple tasks. Here's the thing about coaching. Coaching is about repeating simple behaviors consistently. Once you grasp that, you will see success if you have the intention of helping people in your heart. But it's got to be about those simple tasks repeating consistently. You do it for a week and you're like, oh, I'm not getting any results. No one's coming. It doesn't work like that. It's about consistently doing those little simple things. This can be done in under an hour a day, or an hour a day. Boom, hour a day, you can do it. I promise you, I do it. All right? It's totally doable. All right, you can do it. Think of all the people who are waiting for you to help them. You've got a lot more power than you think. You've got a lot more gifts that people need than you probably recognize. And there are simple things that you can do to ensure that you get to those people. And that in return, you can also support your family and reach whatever possibly financial goals you have, or maybe just feel a greater purpose. All right, I hope this helps. Take care.